without further ado, let's jump right into it because I know time is of the essence, even though you might enjoy this kind of little fun banter. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Rick Kramer. I studied at the University of Florida and received my master's in architecture as well as my bachelor's in architecture. And currently I'm a senior consultant over here at Applied Software and a stand-up comic on the side. I have 22 years experience in the AEC realm. That's the commercial realm of working on architectural projects using everything from AutoCAD to DataCAD to Revit, which brings me to my next one. I've been a Reviteer. I'm trying to coin that phrase, like the Mouseketeer Club. I don't know, for those of you who are around my age, go, the Mouseketeers. I'm a Reviteer, and so I've been a Reviteer for the past 10 years. I've taught at Mississippi State University, Miami, and a professor at Palm Beach State University, ITT Tech, and, dun, 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 drum roll, this year I will be speaking at Autodesk University, and the class is titled Experience 360-Degree Virtual Reality for as little as $4.99. Yes, you too can experience virtual reality for $4.99, as little as $4.99 and up. And I have to say, Alyssa, I just checked my class. Guess what? My class is full. It's full. Oh! My class is full, so there is no more room. It's a sold-out class. So if you're going to be there, look for me. I'll be the guy in the black hat. I'm always wearing a hat and kind of look like that guy in the little avatar in the top left-hand side there. So take a look, and if you see me, say hi. I'd love to say hi. And I'm certified also as a certified professional in Revit, which means I kind of know what I'm talking about, as well as a service place market provider on Autodesk and an active contributor to the Autodesk Knowledge Network. If you don't know what that is, just Google my name, Rick Kramer Screencast. And this is a location online that has the incredible amount of information from contributors like myself and others around the world on every Autodesk application. So if you have a question out there and you're trying to figure something out, do like what I do, Google it, go to YouTube, but then also go to Autodesk Knowledge Network, and you'll get tutorials and answers where you can post questions, and we'll answer them. And it's free. It's a wonderful way to get consistent and quality information, and that's what I stress is the quality. Sometimes the things that you get on YouTube might be hit or miss. Anyway, so without further ado, let's talk about today's agenda. Today's agenda is really centered on ASTI's Revit enhancement tools. We're going to talk about existing methods, where to get these tools, and finally, we're going to show live how to use these ASTI tools. Now, first, let's talk about the existing methods. That's a picture of me before when I had hair and looking at how to edit my information. For those of you that are on the call, you're all probably Revit users, and anytime you go to edit something, specifically, let's talk about renumbering. I'm going to focus on renumbering doors and rooms here, and you get warning after warning after warning, and you get something like this that pops up. Every time you go to try to renumber a set of doors or rooms, you get this warning message, and you always have to kind of figure out a way around them or ignore them, which you should never really do. So, I gave it away. This one right here, our tools for those who are willing to pay $50 or $100. If you act now, I'm kidding, you can act whenever. It's free. It's free, and it's easy as pie. And you might be wondering, where can I get this? Well, first of all, you must be a current ASTI subscription customer, and you get one seat, one license per user per subscription. So if you have 10 people in your office, hopefully you've purchased 10 seats of software for Revit or the AEC collection, and each one of those users will have a unique login information for that ASTI tool. To get that information, you want to email your salesperson to request what's called the authentication code. Can't get that word right. And you'll receive a code in the email. Then browse to our website and simply just download and install. Now, for those of you who are looking for a link to where that is, you should see, is there a resource panel, I believe, Alyssa, where our listeners can get this?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, if you want to talk
I'm
about
sorry.
that, it's okay.
Yes. You are going to click, this is about the where to get the tools, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll have to click the resource widget down there and just go ahead and sign up for that. Don't worry about even contacting your salesperson. Just click the link I have down below and you are good to go.
Oh, see, that's better. Even better. See, that's why, Alyssa, you make things better. So thank you. So yes, just click on that resource. But if you, after this webinar, if you're unable to click on it or can't find it for whatever reason, just we'll show you where that is. So, well, wait, not any questions. Let me go live actually over here to how this is done. So first of all, what I'm going to do over here is show you live in just a second. I'm going to go over here and share my screen. And Alyssa, you should see my screen over here, and I'm going to go ahead and Google or go to our ASTI.com. Alyssa, do you see our wonderful website? Awesome. So over here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to Resources, Downloads, and right under Downloads, right over here is our tools. Each one of these are different tools that we have, but specifically the ones that we're going to be looking at are right over here, our Revit tools, our ASTI.tools. And I'm going to show you what those are in just a second and how to use them. So I'm going to open up Revit over here, and I'm going to start a brand new project so you don't think he might have a trick up his sleeve. I got 15 minutes to do this. I feel confident I can do this. I'm going to do a building over here and just kind of go like this, create some rooms, some doors, and things of that nature. I'm going to show you how easy and fun this is. Your kids are going to want to do it. Everyone is going to be jealous that you're going to be able to do everything here as quickly as we are going to show. So over here, I have a little simple project over here, and I'm going to go through and add rooms. I'm going to place my rooms automatically, and just like that. Okay, so I have these rooms, and you can tell these room numbering is not exactly what I want. If you're an architect, you know that you're going to start at the first floor, and these are going to be room 100. And I'm usually going to start with my corridor with 100 and then go around. Well, normally, if I wanted to go and change these, I have to go through over here and click on this and then type in 1, and then I'm going to get this warning. And it's a real pain in the butt. So let me show you an easy way using our ASTI tools. This is going to save you so much time. Your kids are going to recognize you. You're going to be able to go home on time. It'll be awesome. Life-changing event. Over here, we're going to go to ASTI, and we're going to start by renumbering our rooms. Over here, starting from left-hand side, renumber rooms. And I'm going to start over here with 100. Now, by the way, folks, you can change this to whatever you want. If you were at the second floor, start with 200 or 300, etc. And if you're superstitious, you can skip number 13. What I'm going to do is simply click on the Start Renumbering tool and simply click and click 101, 102, 103, 4, come on, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops, I missed one. I'll have to go back and renumber it. And move this out of the way. And accept. And what I'll do is I'll simply close that. Now you'll see I messed up over here. This is 106, 107. This is supposed to be 108. No problem. What I'll do is simply go back and renumber the rooms again. I'll start renumbering, and I will start over again. 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. and accept. How easy is that? And close. What did that take, like 10 seconds? This was awesome. Now, doors. Okay, let's go through and start to add doors. I'm going to place these doors randomly and place these right in here. Door number 1, well, this should be door number 101. All right, again, the renumber tool is going to be something that's going to help me out. And what I'm going to do is skip the change case. I'm going to go to renumber doors, one of my favorite ones, and simply click on renumber doors. I'm just simply going to click renumber by room and click accept and click close. Let's take a look. How did it do? 100. Close enough. 100 actually. So what happens here is the doors that are swinging into this room all get labeled 100. So what I need to do is fix those and have them swinging from room, and then these are going to be updated correctly. You'll notice this one says 109, 108, 105. So I just need to change that again, and again I'll just do renumber doors, renumber by rooms, accept, and close. How easy is that? 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. You know, Alyssa, isn't that easy? I got to tell you, to me, this is great. And honestly, all kidding aside, this is one of the things that is a mundane task that you might have to do on a project, and there might be a lot of doors to go through and renumber. And if you're like me, you might have someone who will change the design and all of a sudden add another room over here. And we go over here and we have to add another room. And now I have to go through and basically renumber these again. So without having to go through that whole process again, you get the idea. Over here, renumber rooms, and then renumber the doors is just automatically. So now I can go back easily and change this to 105, 106, make this 107, 108, and so on. And it's very, very easy to do. Now, you might be wondering, all right, what more could you possibly do? And I'm just going to focus on some of the three things that I really enjoy using, which is the renumber doors, renumber rooms, and then export. And this is the BIM Connect. We talked about the ASTI tools. The BIM Connect over here is going to give me the ability to take a spreadsheet and basically go through and and go through and export out the schedule into Excel. So a lot of times you might have someone in your office who's a powerhouse Excel user and not a Revit user, and you want to send that information to them. So what you can do is I'm going to go over here and bring in, for example, this door schedule that I've created from another project. So I'm going to go over here and just bring this in from another project. This is just Revit 101, bringing in schedules from another project. Very cool. This is awesome. So now I have my door schedule over here, and let me just move this. And so what I want to do is start to fill in this information, but what I'm actually going to do is, instead of filling it myself, I'm going to give it to someone else to fill out in Excel, to fill in, for example, like the hardware set or any information and comments, anything that I want, basically. So let me show you just how easy that is to do. I'm going to go back over here to my ASTI tools. I'm going to go to export. What I'm going to do is basically select my current view, click next, select doors, and over here, export. Sorry about my screen resolution. This is kind of being blocked right there, and I'm going to export. I'm going to bring this over here to my, let's say, live door test. Live door test. Now on my desktop, and I'm simply going to click on save. So this is exporting that spreadsheet, and just like that, it opens up Excel. This is awesome. Well, truth be known, I had Excel already minimized, so all it had to do is just open it automatically. And over here, this brings up the spreadsheet. Now, the things that are grayed out do not touch. These are going to be parameter information you don't want to mess with, but anything that's white over here, I can add. So over here, I'm going to add a comment, and I'm going to make this a little bit larger, and owner to provide wireless doorbell. It's a big thing. Wireless doorbells, gotta love them. So, and what I'm going to simply do is just copy this all the way down. Over here, for example, I'm going to go through and start to take a look at something like my hardware set, and my hardware set is going to be AA01, and that is going to be on all of these doors, and I'm simply going to copy those cells, and this is going to be BB02, and I will copy those down. And all I have to do is simply save that Excel spreadsheet. I'll save it, I'll go ahead and close it, and then re-import those things. I'm going to re-import that Excel spreadsheet. How am I doing on time? 12:54. Plenty of time. I got this, even for time for questions. I'm going to click on Live Door Test, click on Open. Over here, I'm going to accept it. And it gives me a report. I'm going to go ahead and hit Save. And that report basically goes through and tells us if it updated successfully or there was an exception. And basically, everything here that's blue looks like everything worked perfectly. So that's kind of a double way of checking to make sure that everything worked. And then when I go back over here into Revit, into my spreadsheet, into my door schedule, there's my hardware sets. And it's already filled in. How about those comments? Owner to provide wireless doorbell. How easy is that? And so you really harness the use of Revit in a smart project, and then also be able to send this out in an Excel spreadsheet. Now, I just did doors, but imagine any other kind of spreadsheet that you do in Excel, you can bring in as a schedule. Now, the key for this to work is the information has to exist over here in the door schedule or whatever schedule that you create. For example, frame type. If frame type didn't exist, I wouldn't be able to add that column in Excel. The cells have to be existing, and then you can fill in that information. So if you need to, you can always create something here in the schedule. But again, it needs to originate here in Revit. And that's really it. So let me go ahead and stop sharing and go back to our session over here and see if we have any questions. I got to tell you, for something that is a tool that is absolutely free, this is phenomenal. I use it all the time, and professionally speaking, this will save you hours of time throughout the week.